Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you here tonight, and this has got to be one of the most important nights we've had in San Angelo in 2018. Here we are. I'm certainly going to give you some information and some background on Mr. Cruz, but I want to say something a little more personal first, and that is that when I was elected mayor in the month of May, one of the great congratulatory letters that I got was from Senator Cruz. Second of all, there were a group of us, about 22 of us, that went to Washington, D.C. in April, and we met with Senator Cruz's office, and he spent over an hour with us personally, not his assistants, him personally, and sat and talked through many of the issues that we have out here in rural Texas. And of course, one of those are improved roadways. And he spent lots of time with us, gave us great advice, and made time for us that day. So we want to thank him for that as well. Now a little bit about Senator Ted Cruz. Folks, long before the rest of America discovered Ted Cruz, we all knew him well. A real Texan. Devoted to the Constitution, conservative values, and liberty. Ted is known as a leader for these principles in Washington, but before that, he was fighting for our God-given rights and freedom as Texas Solicitor General. By the way, he was the first Hispanic to hold that job. He fought hard for conservative principles, arguing 9 cases on behalf of Texas in front of the Supreme Court of the United States. Ted believes in limited government and individual liberty because he knew from childhood that those are the things that make America the shining city on the hill. His father escaped political persecution in Cuba and raised a son who became a U.S. Senator. Only in America, folks. Since he was elected in 2012, Ted has been fighting hard for us in Washington. Now, many of you know the mainstream media makes it seem he's fighting too hard at times. Really? But we here in Texas know that you never compromise on principles. Ted has written 9 bills that became law. 5 of those were last year alone, because we now have a Republican in the White House who will sign them. Yeah. To repeal the Obamacare individual mandate, and 1, you no longer have to buy health insurance because D.C. tells you you have to do it. Ted had a brilliant legal career before politics, so he knows firsthand the dangers of liberal activist judges. So he's been leading the charge to get record numbers of conservatives confirmed and put on the bench who will ensure that our courts are balanced, at least for a generation. We here in Texas care about our schools being free from Washington control, and Ted has secured the most significant school choice legislation in history. College savings plan, so parents can now use that money to put their kids in private or religious schools from kindergarten through high school. Yeah. And to support thousands of jobs for Texans, Ted made sure the funding for NASA was kept a priority this year. Ted and his wife Heidi and their adorable daughters Carolyn and Catherine live full-time in Houston. He never moved to D.C. Smart man that he is. And when he's my honor to introduce Senator Ted Cruz.